Bailey. 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 I heard from my sister's grandson's niece's cousin's nephew's great aunt Billy that he heard that Eric Bailey passed out at a Baskin Robbins. He must be really sick or something. Thanks, Bernice.
Bueller. 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 Bueller.
He's sick.
Oh, it's funny. I feel like David and I never share each other's intros with each other or the intro audio. So this time it matched. It's funny. When I edited it, I actually had to take out the spacing because it takes so long. But he's just like, Bueller. And then like a 9-second pause, Bueller.
I know. I was like, how can I do this intro where we don't lose any listener right at the bat? Because, I mean, you forget in the movie how long he does it.
Anyone? Anyone? The Great Depression. Past the... Anyone? Anyone?
But I think he might be the pioneer of breaking the fourth wall. Way before Deadpool.
Fourth wall break inside a fourth wall break. That's like 16 walls.
I think She-Hulk's doing it now as well.
Yeah, about that. It's true.
And then it's also before Voldemort in House of Cards. Because he also did it too.
Shut up! Shut up!
At first, I was like, Voldemort didn't break the fourth wall in Harry Potter. But yes, I see what you mean.
You don't remember Voldemort cutting towards the screen and being like, that darn Harry Potter.
That darn Harry Potter, he survived again. Do you think Ferris and the rest of his friends look like they were in high school?
Well, that's what's funny is I looked this up, and Alan Ruck, who plays Cameron, was 29 when he did this role.
29.
29. Yeah.
29. That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks it.
Yeah.
No offense, Mr. Ruck.
You watch him in Succession, he still looks great, man.
He does. He's got the gray look going on.
Pardon my French, but you're...
But apparently, even in 1986, that Ferrari, I think it's like a Ferrari... I think it's like a 250 GT or something like that is what it's called. I'm probably saying it wrong, and there's a car guy listening and being like, you're an idiot. But car guys can be very opinionated.
Yeah. And for all the other non-car people who also call us idiots, we hear you.
We accept. We agree. But no, apparently even in 1986, because I think that was a 50s or 60s car, that was they only made like 60 of those in the entire world. And so it was like cost-wise, John Hughes couldn't justify renting an actual version of that Ferrari. Oh. So they built 3 replicas off of a car called an MG, which is wildly cheaper. Like it's like 1/100th of the cost of the actual Ferrari.
The 1961 Ferrari 250 GT California.
I feel like every time he pulled a fast one on an adult, I was just like, that is the coolest thing ever. Like, I wished I could do that so much. But yeah, he definitely doesn't look like he's the Sausage King of Chicago. I would assume, somebody that's just I would think like John Candy would be Abe Froman. Like he would be the Sausage King of Chicago.
Listen, young man, either you take the field trip outside or I'm going to have to call the police.
But I did like later when she uses the intercom on the house and she has a line where she's like, on another note, I have my father's gun and a scorching case of herpes. Like, I just thought that was such a fun. I missed it as a kid.
Yeah, would have never known.
But as an adult, what a funny thing to threaten a home invader.
Yeah.
With, I have a gun.
Replay it back in your head, though, but with Liam Neeson's voice from Taken. I've got a set of skills, but replace it with a scorching case of herpes. It's hilarious.
I can tell you I don't have money, but what I do have...
Scorching case of herpes.
I wanted to jump through everyone's backyard. Mm-hmm. I wanted to run through someone's house. I wanted to steal a Pepsi can. I wanted to do everything. I wanted to stop and go back and talk to those girls. Like, he made that look so cool.
And the music was super cool. Like, it really added to it, yeah.
seen this movie. And we've lived this history. And we will not be aloof. We know the tricks of ditching. So don't think, and we aren't in Chicago. Yeah. We still live in kind of smaller areas, so we'll find you.
It's true. And it won't be that hard because I can track your phone.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's like back then, 1986, the parents and caregivers, they were completely aloof. Now it's like we're borderline FBI, CIA agents just because of the way the phones are set up.
Are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career.
Speaking of kind of a younger audience, I had a run-in with a buddy and his son, and his buddy my buddy listens to the pod, and he got his son into it, and he told me his son was like, I now want to watch Terminator 2. I now want to watch this movie. I now want to watch all these movies you've talked about.
Is that weird? That chokes me up.
Like, I know. I was about to melt
I really
tears.
I get a little misty here. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. And so I had just got a martial arts bag to do some training on, and his son was like, "Oh, that's like in your last episode about Best of the Best."
Oh my goodness!
And I was just like, I almost started crying, just happy tears, like, yeah, man, that is, And that's when he was like, I want to watch all the other movies you've talked about. And I was like, well, we're going to be doing one on Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And his dad, we both said it almost instantly, like, classic.
Yeah.
Classic movie, classic memories. And I think totally age appropriate for him to watch it. So I can't wait to hear his feedback. And I said, hey, when we do another flashback with the geeks, like, we'll get your comments or questions or whatever, but it's just cool to see people at a lot of different age ranges maybe going back to these movies or watching them for the first time.
Yes.
So
yeah, and I think it goes to show even how you referenced in the beginning of the episode that, and for me too, we didn't watch this in 1986, we watched it in the 90s.
Yeah,
but it felt real to us, and we connected with Ferris, and I think that the timeless nature of these movies, to see another young generation connecting to it for almost 40 years later, that I couldn't be more happy to hear that. That's an amazing thing. I appreciate you sharing that, and for them sharing that too, because there is this idea of like the passing down of nostalgia, and that you couldn't ask for anything cooler than to have a kid, your child or a niece or a family member or whatever, to think what you thought was cool as a kid, that they think it's cool too. Like that is, you couldn't ask for anything better than that. Like the fact that my niece loves Bill Murray and you don't, like I couldn't ask for anything better than that.
We were doing so well. We had a heartwarming moment.
And I had to just rip it right out of you. Take it away.
You're now the Voldemort of this episode.